Hello, Year 1. You've got Mr. K here and Mrs. Brandt. And firstly, we'd like to wish you a very happy new year. We hope you had a lovely Christmas. I know it was a little bit different this year. We all had a very different Christmas, but I hope you still managed to have a lovely time. And I hope you had a lovely holiday. What did you get up to, Mrs. Brandt, in your holiday?
I went for lots of walks. I did a bit of exercise outside, so I managed to get lots of fresh air. And I still managed to phone all my family, which was really nice. So I got to speak to them a lot more. So in this video, we're going to run through what we're doing today. And then Mr. K will run through your morning fluency, and then he'll run through the answers and things, and then you'll get different videos. So today, to start with, Mr. K is going to run through your morning fluency. Then in English, you're going to be writing a story. And he will explain more when it gets to English. I will be doing maths with you, and I will be focusing on number bonds, and we'll be recapping and doing some more stuff that we've already touched on, but it's just to reconsolidate our learning. Then Mr. K will be introducing you to our new reading skills book. I think we're going to be looking at The Tiger Who Came to Tea. And then in the afternoon, I will be introducing you to our overall topic that we'll be touching on in every lesson. And then Mr. K will be doing science and introducing that, and you'll see what we're doing then.
We've got a really jam-packed day. It's going to be super fun. I know it's a little bit different, and it's going to be initially different for the first couple of weeks before we review it. But we hope that you engage with all of the content, and you'll have lots of help with the adults at home. And you'll be able to send all of your work in to the lovely class email addresses. So I'm now going to show you your maths fluency, just like we would on a normal school day. I'm going to share my screen so you can see our 4 quick questions. Okay, so hopefully on the screen you can see our 4 quick questions, and then in the middle is our reasoning question. What I'd like you to do is pause the screen now, pause the video, and have a quick look at those questions. Maybe get an adult to read them to you. There's a little bit of counting in there. There's some of the place value things that we've been looking at, and a tricky reasoning question in the middle. Have a go at those, write them down on some scrap paper, and we will go through the answers very, very soon. Okay, Year 1, hopefully you've had enough time to have a little flick through those quick 5 questions that we do every morning here at Greenwich. If you need a little bit more time, you can always rewind the video and pause and get your answers down. We're going to go through those answers now. I'm going to share my screen up again, and we'll have a little look at how we solve those. So the very first question here about counting, it says, how many leaves are there? So shall we count all together? I want to hear you. Okay, and we'll start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Excellent. Hopefully you got the same answer. So we had one long line of 10 and line of 5, 15, and we can write that like this. Excellent. Okay, moving on to our problem solving now. It says write a number sentence, and we've got some pictures of birds. Now we've got 2 groups here, so you could have written a lovely addition number sentence, and let's count the birds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we pop a lovely 7 there. And remember, when it's a number sentence, it has to have some key components in there. So we've got our numbers, we've got our symbols, and then we need our equal sign at the end, and this is where our answer goes. Okay, you could, if you were feeling extra challenging, you could have put the answer at the start. We know that in Year 1 some of our questions do start with an answer, and that is absolutely okay. So let's see how many birds we've got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now I wonder if you worked out how many there are in total now. Okay, I'll give you a little bit of time just to check that answer. It's always important to check. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up that number 7. I'm going to pop it in my head. Okay, and then I'm going to get my 6 fingers ready to add on. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Did you get 13? Well done if you did. Okay, moving on to our place value here. And this is something we did just before the end of term, just before we broke up for Christmas. So we have got groups of 10, and we have some 1s here. Now we know that 10s and 1s together make a 2-digit number. So let's see, we've got a group of 10 here, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. So that number is 15. Well done if you got that. And then we've got another group of 10 here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we've got 1 in the tens, and I'll put a little t to remind me. And then in my ones, we said 7. So that makes 17. Okay, moving on, we've got another counting question here. We had a little counting snake, and it was counting backwards from 10. 10, 9, 8, 7. We'd have a 6 here, a 5 in here, and a 4 in here. Hopefully you got that right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You could keep going. Okay, maybe you kept the snake going all the way to 0. That would be fantastic. And last but not least, let's have a look at that reasoning problem. Now, it says here, this young man says, I count 14 tractors. Is he correct? Let's work it out. Now, I know it can be really tricky when we start counting. So I always teach you a little top tip. What could we do to help us when we're counting? We could cross them out. We could put dots on them. We could circle them so that we know that we're not going back and counting that one again. Fabulous idea. So I'm going to cross them out and let's count all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oof. Is he correct? He says he can see 14, but we've just counted 13. So is he correct? Show me with a thumbs up if you think he's right. Show me a thumbs down if you think he's wrong. Okay, unfortunately, he's wrong, isn't he? It's okay to make mistakes. That's how we learn. But unfortunately, there are 13 tractors, not 14. Okay, that is our morning fluency. What you should be doing now is having a little look on the letter that was sent out, and that will detail the phonics lessons that you need to look at. If you are in my phonics group, you are looking at phase 3, so you can look at the phase 3 videos that are on our YouTube channel. If you are in Mrs. Brandt's phonics group, you're going to look at the phase 4 videos, and if you are in Miss Skembry's group, you're going to look at the phase 5 videos. You might need a bit of paper and a pencil to do some writing. I will catch up with you later on in the day, and once again, thank you very much for watching our videos. If you have done any work there, you can take a quick snap on a parent's phone maybe, or an adult that's at home, and you can send that in to Elm email address or the Beach email address, and we will be checking those regularly. Thank you.